There we go. I think we got it, or I think I got it through OBS. Double checking. Okay, I think we're good. I'm not sure, but I think I can do it behind this one where it's a little different. Zoom should be the main one. You guys are watching this right now. I'm just trying to figure out how to connect Zoom through everything. It should be fine, but I'm just double checking. Yes, my face still appears in the bottom. Weirdly enough, I'm not trying to get rid of that, but it's okay. Want to put out. I'm gonna put out something saying I'm live, but I want to restart this though and make it like go through the right way, like restart the live. But this should be fine. All right, we're gonna restart this. I'll be back in at least about 10 minutes, and we should be ready to go. Like totally. Sounds good. All right, be right back. All right, or wait, I have to end the live on here. Yeah. All right, and then what I can do is end it, end the meeting for all. I know, isn't it weird? It's so weird, but you know what? If it works, it works. I'm not complaining. So yeah, anyone can see it. I'll put live chat replay on next. Public. And we should be, if you want, I don't know. It's up to you. Yeah, you might be right. Because I can see it on my end. I don't know if you'd be able to see it on your end. So what I need to do now, I put it live. I think I have to adjust my camera on here. Take this, I have to stop my video. Or no, that doesn't work. It, did you see it though? It's like weird how it, like on my end it looks. How do I fix my screen? Yeah, I know. I'm trying to figure out how to get rid of that one in the corner, if it's even possible to, or like minimize my screen. Oh, I can hide my self view. There. Oh, I fixed it. I fixed it. All right, we're good. All right. I think we're live. We're good. There we go. I can check on here actually while we're doing it. Yep. Oh, that's funny. But yeah, no, we're good to go. I'm very certain. I'm pretty sure it's set now. I think. Yeah. Yep. We're good. I can't even see. I can't even see this because if I move the screen like this, I'm pretty sure it doesn't matter. Yep. Yep. So I'm gonna have a slight delay as well. It's fine. But yeah. All right, Ryan. Let's get started. All right. So welcome to this week in swimming. It is currently October 5th. And welcome my guest today, and I guess Brian's guest as well on Twitch, Ryan Scholler. All right, thank you. I, I agree. Yeah, there's been a lot of crazy stuff that's happened the last few weeks, months, days, even. And where should we get started on this? I agree. Yeah. So Ben Proud joined the Enhanced Games, and that was a very big shock to quite a lot of people. I don't think I wasn't certainly expecting it. I don't know how you felt about it, Ryan, but it was a very big shock to the swimming world. It was a big. I talked to even Rowdy about it. He was kind of surprised. A lot of people were surprised by that announcement, and I think and I think one of the big things was it exposed a major problem in the sport, just in terms of revenue, in terms of everything, really, just for the sport of swimming. I agree. Yeah. So that's the thing. The enhanced games is offering athletes $1 million of a bonus if they break a world record. And I'm pretty sure if you win your event, it's a $250,000 bonus, which is magnitudes more than what any federation, swimming org, or even World Aquatics themselves are offering when they break a world record. It's ridiculous. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Yeah, it's not good. And again, it just exposes a lot of the major issues in swimming that we're currently dealing with, just for the long term, and especially with the 2028 Olympics coming up. But the enhanced games are set to take place next year in 2026, and honestly, I wouldn't be shocked if there's several more athletes who are announced that we wouldn't be expecting, but it wouldn't be too surprising, I guess, now after this announcement with Ben Proud. But all of his support that he had from British swimming, it's been cut off, and yeah, no, it's become a complete mess, and especially because I have a feeling Ben Proud's probably going to be on the lawsuit that is currently going on between the Enhanced Games, World Aquatics, USA Swimming, and WADA. I agree. Yeah. I am curious how it will go because this honestly could be a similar situation to the ISL when they had that suit where they had Michael Andrew, Katinka Hosu, and Tom Shields on that. But I'm not too sure. I don't know. Maybe you have some more insights when it comes to law. That's not my specialty. I agree. I agree. That's why I'm very curious to see like what else when it comes to that is going to change or how if they do adapt anything. I'm curious how they're going to do. A lot of this is unknown still, and it's just yeah, it's a big mystery to me, and I don't know. I yeah, I don't really know what else to say about it. It's a complete mess though for swimming, and it's throwing a complete curveball to everything the sport of swimming has worked for over the past several or just decades even. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, it's very messed up. It's a big loss for the sport of swimming, and he's probably, from my understanding, he's probably not going to be coming back to it anytime soon. But that's his choice ultimately. Not really any of ours. But I guess while we're on the topic of that, that kind of leads me to the next major thing that's happened this past week, more or less. Caleb made a big announcement on, or it wasn't even Caleb. It was more Swim broke the news, but Caleb is moving back to Steve Jungbluth, his former coach that he trained with in when he was when he was a college student at Florida, and he's going to be training with him now instead of the college team. Do you have any major thoughts on that, Ryan? Yeah, it's too funny. I loved it. It was a crazy few days, but ultimately, it's whatever works for Caleb. I'm happy with whatever he's got to do to be back on top. As long as he's enjoying it now, though, I think that's the big important thing is that you can only you can only be as fast as you are happy. Because even Caleb said it in the past, like he hated Tokyo, he hated that entire experience just leading up to it, and even before that, and it was killing his love for the sport. But whatever it takes for him to be happy again. I agree. Yeah. And that's part of it. Um, it's all about the experience, all about the experience that you enjoy before college, during college, and even after college. If you commit to that type of thing to a point eventually. I've both of us recently graduated college. I mean, I can't really speak from the club side of experience, but I can speak from being a Division III athlete that it's an amazing time. It's full of ups and downs, but it's quite something to enjoy. Just being a college athlete. No, you just love doing what you have done for years, up to that point, ultimately. But just it really depends. Um, what else do we have? There's a few other things as well. We already talked about the enhanced games. Talked about Caleb. Um, yes, I saw that. Yeah, Kyle just hit me up. He just said he loves this. But yeah, they broke the attendance record. What was it? 2,800 people, I think. Like almost 3,000 people. It was amazing to see that. too. Honestly, honestly, yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, honestly, I wouldn't be shocked if that place had more people than Indy during World Trials. It's actually crazy how it just that dual meet. ASU just has like a prime atmosphere for just having people there, and I mean, Kyle started it there. It got him to enjoy it. It got everyone to enjoy it. It was amazing to just see the turnout there, which is yeah. Yeah, that Saturday was the only day, but even then, it like there wasn't like a whole lot of there were people, but it wasn't like a crazy amount of people, if I recall, especially just during prelims and even before finals, it was not that many. Yeah, it's unfortunate, but it is. I'd say at least for maybe from a USA swimming perspective, and maybe from a what would you call it perspective of those that work on marketing at USA Swimming, at least I'd hope it'd be a big wake up call, and just in general of like how can we get more people engaged, or how what can we do to bring that energy back, like we did during U.S. Olympic trials, but outside of that. But it's more than that. Yeah, yeah, yep. Yeah, no, it's really unfortunate that it was like that because I honestly I remember I wasn't at the meet, but I remember hearing about it even not necessarily from Rowdy or Jason, but in general, people. I think maybe it was Patrick that said this, but when I mean, they had the meet there before in 2023. I can't remember that, but in 2017, when they had the meet in Indy there, it was filled with people. There were hundreds of people there. Like it was insane, and it used to mean something. Yeah, no, it's sad. It was more like a free for all, I would say. I mean, yeah, they kind of had the sections similarly, but I remember when I was running stuff upstairs, there was like a whole section cut off for fans, and it was just one area. They didn't really expand to both sides, and maybe that's for security reasons. I don't fully know the reason, but that's part of the reason why there was no one there, because they only were like this section only, and this section's off limits, and you can't go past these stairs. And I was just like, I was thinking to myself that like how can you function as a organization like this when you're trying to get people to come in, but you're also restricting where they can go. That's where I was like questioning it. And part of it's a knock at USA Swimming, but also part of it is more of a knock at the IU Natatorium. They're the people that run that. I don't know how they do it there personally. I've only been there on less than other than the meet less than 5 times in my life, and even then, I still wonder about just certain things when it comes to that. I don't know how it's run. Again, putting that out there, but I just think it could be run a lot more efficiently. That's just my opinion. Yeah, that's pretty disappointing. But enough of that. There was a major thing that happened recently. This actually was just announced a few days ago, and that was the NCAA has decided to completely revamp the D1 meet for swimming and diving on both the men's and women's sides. And that there were several changes, significant changes to that. One being now anyone who wins their conference championship will now, if they hit the auto qualifying time, I don't recall what those are exactly, but they're a lot slower than the what the A cuts used to be, or even they're slightly faster than the B cuts. It's more of like a middle ground between the both. But that was one of the major changes. If you win your conference and are under the qualifying time, you can go to the D1. You can swim in the meet. Um, they got they decided to. I don't know who decided this, but I think this was the worst thing they could have done. Get rid of B finals. I don't see how that helps the sport in any way. Some might argue that yeah, it only helps those who are representing their small schools that they can't do anything outside of that, but also that it takes away just the opportunity for swimmers to just compete a second time at night. I don't know who decided it, but that my opinion is that that's not a good one of all of them. But yeah, no, it was not great. Do you have any thoughts on it, Ryan? Just the entire thing? Yeah, and I don't really like that, honestly. I don't think it's great. Yes, swimmers who are ninth through 16th still score technically, but that just takes away a whole entertainment value. It just takes away that whole point to what it is to have that. Especially in the 50, where the 50 is at this point, it is so tight, especially just depth wise. You have people going 18-9 who are either missing the final or are already in the A final barely. It's a little faster now, but the point is that it's very tight, and I feel like this would be like the worst period to take out that type of B final, especially just with like those sprints, any event really. I mean, it already existed for the mile where only the top eight would swim at night, but that it still doesn't mean anything overall, in my opinion. Yeah, that too, and I don't even remember there was something else I wanted to add to that, but I can't even recall just because of how chaotic it is. But if I went through it, I can't remember. Was there anything else with it that was controversial at all, or no, or was that the major things? I agree, yeah. And that again, it. Oh, yeah, I saw this actually. It wasn't Brain that said something, but there was a person I talked to, and they said that honest teams who already don't have swimmers that like make it back from finals, they just take their swimmers and go back and rest at their hotels in between. Like if yeah, during finals, they don't even go to the meet if they don't have anyone. Honestly, all this is going to do is just, yeah, it's not going to help with entertainment value at all. And teams who don't have swimmers qualify at all, same thing. They're going to take their swimmers back and not watch finals, especially if they're top, not even top eight. Yeah, exactly. It's like, for example, they have family that are either at the meet or want to watch the meet in general on TV. Maybe less of that, but more in person. That all that does is not help with the revenue in any way for the sport during the peak of the season. And to add to that, honestly, I don't know if this is going to happen soon or not, but this might be part of a push to see if they can get the meet move or the entire sport as a whole move back an entire month. I don't know if it's going to happen yet. I have a feeling in some way, shape, or form there's going to be a push to get the time of the sport moved back, though, because of how it coincides with the NCAA tournament for basketball. But I'm not sure. I agree. Yep. Oop, there's that coming up. So yeah, so one of the things was actually that Kyle talked about this, and one of the things they could do with the schedule at least is instead of having a mid-season championship or mid-season meet in November, December, you have your conference championships at the end of the year, so December, And from there, you take that time, 1 month, and then a month and a half later, so let's say February, instead of it being your conference championships, that's the NCAA's. And the reason for that would probably be because instead of having your championships in April, and then from there having another championship a month later in May, early June, because you only have 5, 6 weeks to prepare for that, it would give swimmers more time to like get ready and retrain and rebuild back up for that period of the season. It gives you at least 3 months for that. And I don't know, Kyle talked about that. He can offer a better opinion and vision on that than I ever could. But the belief is that that would be in a lot better taste for, or it favors swimmers a lot better. It would favor TV companies better than anything that we currently do. I agree. Oh yeah, so yeah, as you see, we are running a little low on time. So, but there is one more thing I want to talk about though, and you actually brought this up, is entries came out, and more of that of um, there's a meet coming up next week in Carmel, Indiana, short or the World Cup. Yes, and that's going to be a big meet though, at least for the end of the year. I mean, there's other meets as well, but this is at least the big event outside of mid-season meets in the U.S. where you're going to have stars competing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Actually, yeah. And I had a brief conversation with Peter, your boss at NBC. It was just talking about how like this is a great opportunity for the community and just like just in general for the sport. Like this is a huge way to promote the sport of swimming, and I really hope. One, I want him to be there, but unfortunately, I will not be. I'm currently in on the other side of the planet, but more that would be great. But the fact that this could be a huge marketing opportunity for the sport of swimming leading up to LA 2028, Pan Packs that are coming up next year, and just in general, this could be the boost that swimming needs. And I could see this as a way of promoting the sport, especially for all the stars that are going to be there. Agreed. Yeah, Summer McIntosh is going to be there. Leon's going to be there for one of the meets at least. I think Shaban Hahi is going to be there. Um, I don't think Sarah's back in the water, or if she is, she's starting. I don't think she's going to be there, but most of the big stars, especially those international stars that are training in the US right now, are going to be there. Yeah, he is actually. I forgot about that. He's going to be there. I think a few Ukrainian swimmers might be there. I can't remember, but some French swimmers are going to be there. There's going to be a lot of star power there. Yep. Liendo's going to be there. Karun's going to be there. It's going to be great. Yeah, exactly. Yep, I'd be like that as well. It'd be great, wouldn't it? What an experience though. I gotta say, it'll be great either way, even with or without us there. Yeah, I think it'll go off really well. But I think that's all the major stuff that's happened this week that I can recall. Agreed. I think there are. I don't know if all the UVA swimmers are going though, because there's a lot of conflicts. I think there's a dual meet for them the same week as one of the World Cup stops, so they won't be present at one of them, but they'll be at the other ones. Like I think Gretchen. Well, Gretchen's also a pro now, so she'll be at every single one of them. But yeah, so that's not an issue. Yep. So everyone, yeah. But yeah, Leah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think that's all the big ones. But yeah, no. So yeah, he's. Oh my God, he just had a huge meet. So did Max Williamson. All those guys. They're UVA is really having a good start to the season as well. Like college wise, everything is going off really well. I don't I don't have the CSCA rankings. I think they're number two right now. Right now, it's probably going to change when Texas and Cal go off. I think they're number two though right now in the country behind Arizona State. Actually, I don't have that info on me though, so I could be wrong. I'd have to look into it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, Ryan, we're just about out of time actually. I would keep going though right now if it wasn't for the time limit we have. But Ryan, I appreciate having this conversation with you, and I really want to do this again soon. So next time we have some time, probably next weekend or one of the weekends after, we will probably talk about swimming again. Yeah, yeah. Ryan, appreciate it, and I will see you again next time. Thank you. All right, I just ended the stream. This is going to shut out in a minute, but I appreciate it, Ryan. Yeah, thank you. Did you do Twitch on it or no? That's fine. It's okay. It's fine. All right, Ryan, I'll text you later. Thank you. Bye. Mm. Mm.